Welcome back to Justice for All, everyone. Of course, it's the unlucky number when it's this fucking case. Well, he's pensive.
Good morning, Max. Alright, don't fucking speak to me then.
Max? Milk.
Milk.
Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. You want it fresh out of the teat of a cow? Billy Boyd and Jaws? Stage? Don't worry. There won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick. Max is really nervous.
Really? I couldn't fucking tell. That's understandable.
Hey, my sweeties.
Don't you lump me in with that. What?
You answered. You don't think I should fly, do you?
Huh?
You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm the crowd up a little. No, the last thing you should do is fly.
No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie!
What is it this time, Max?
Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today.
Send him flying in a minute.
With these fists! What bum! Nick? What's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously.
Oh boy. I think you're thinking of a dashing lawyer in red flying fabulously. Just saying.
He's not around anymore. Don't mention his name again.
Got you, Nick. We didn't even have a chance to decide who was going to be the judge, and he just kept going.
So who's going to be the judge? Probably better for me.
Yeah.
Considering you've got to be everybody else.
Yeah.
So.
Your Honor, get on with it.
Well, I would have if you hadn't interrupted me, because you God, that went back so
Well,
bad.
he was like literally staring at the pair of them for a period, just like something like, and now we'll get on to the trial of.
Oh, sorry, I just realised that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns.
That's what he put! And now we have the trial of Billy Bob Johns.
So, well, is the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. No, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly.
And Billy Bob Johns doesn't?
I wonder if that's to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I'd give it if you weren't shoving your mouth full of bread and butter, but fine. Good gracious, you are so rude. I will whip you in a moment. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right?
I won the last one, so... Yeah?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Shut up. I guess you like it? Oh. It did not count! Do you hear me?
It counted! She was still upset about last time.
Really? You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I am not losing this case.
Yes, you are.
Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything.
But you did lose! So did your father!
I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying.
Uh-huh.
Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
I'm not the one on trial here. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge.
Aren't you going to frame me for a crime? Thank you for confessing that in court, in front of witnesses.
But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry up. Let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here now! I'll turn into the judge now. Whee!
Yes, it is me again.
Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Rude. Don't mention it! It's not so little! I've been looking forward to this!
Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir!
All right, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony.
Digital events.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out.
No shit.
All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma with a snapped a vertebrae in his neck.
Lovely. That is what I imagine for you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Right back at you, lady.
Excuse you.
Oh my god, shall we try doing a line together at the same time?
No.
That would be so interesting
No.
though. Please?
No!
Okay.
I see. He was beaten to death.
Here's the autopsy report for the victim. I'm still remembering the first case with the motherfucking updated autopsy report.
Yep, but this is Franziska, not Edgeworth. There will be no updated autopsy report.
I know, but you get what I mean. You remember just how do you know how that autopsy report comes? You salary cutting noises.
The court accept this into evidence.
There's supposed to be an S on the end of that.
Yeah, it should be the court accepts this, not the court accept this into... Oh my god. This is a published game and it's got a fucking mistake in it! Okay.
A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. I see no reason to press that one, to be fair.
No, neither do I.
Nope.
No, that's not important. Yeah, that's been agreed pretty much. So 15 minutes later.
Okay.
press it if you like. Well, let's have a look at the other one. Press that, we want to know about the wooden box. We never
A
found out.
wooden box? That's right! I just realised I'm talking to myself, okay.
Yeah. How do you think I feel? a
The
lot of
victim
time?
must have been carrying a wooden box when he was killed. Carry?
Why would he be carrying the box?
Carrying the box, huh?
Exactly, would he be carrying a box? Because Max didn't see him leave the box. It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say?
That still doesn't answer what's in it. But it's another piece of evidence, at least.
This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions.
The contents, there we go.
Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, they found the box was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
Strange.
Fuck's sake, but it's got a false panel in the bottom.
Maybe. That looks like a salt shaker.
It genuinely, if it's much heavier than it looks, and locked, and the only thing in it was that little bottle. It's got a false bottom.
Bottle? What is that, detective?
Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper.
Then why? Oh, okay, it's white pepper then. Alright.
Pepper, why in the world was it locked in that big box?
It's only one little bottle in a huge box.
I wonder if it has some sort of special meaning. Evidently it must. Else it would not go into the evidence. Okay, yeah, we'll press that. Give Phoenix Wright a minute, he's just finishing his tea.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal! And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
Let's see. The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with.
That would make sense.
What if it was shiny?
Would be a point. Anyway.
You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
At the scene. Oh my god. Why did it say find it on the scene? You just find it at the scene.
It's like, it should have either said at the scene or on scene.
Yeah. Jesus
No, I bet you made it disappear with magic.
There wasn't much that we could go after Gumshoe with this time.
You gave us the facts as you saw them. There's gotta be more to this.
I didn't see anything. But that's why you're the lawyer and I'm the medium. I guess we just press all the other statements then. See what else we can get out of him. So let's just press all of the ones we missed.
Let me ask you about the snow. There was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Damn.
Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about an inch and a half was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. The photo.
Let's see what else he's got to say. Huh? What's the man in it?
I need to take a look at the court record.
Yeah?
Gotta present that. At some point.
Oh. Okay, I guess that's that then.
Should I be the judge again?
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get a gumshoe in this case.
I mean, they wouldn't have let us go forward if we missed something.
True, true.
You mean all we're going to get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
Yeah? I'm not even off the stand yet!
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. And now
You
you
must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
and now you may be the judge. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
Please be rude to her. Please be rude to her, Trilo. Please be rude.
My full name is Trilo Quist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. I'll grace you with a song. Me, 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 me.
The world of the law. Exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman.
Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. You'd think you'd have the sense to fix it.
You don't even have a nose!
No, he's talking about Ben's.
Yeah, I know! That's my comeback to him. He doesn't even have a nose, so what does he know?
It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face. On the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is!
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my court! Ouch!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed.
This makes some sense.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza entrance.
So that's... Curls.
Yeah, that's the clown, yeah.
That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt,
He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. Oh, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough! I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, could that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Why's that?
Here's absolute proof.
Silk hat.
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah.
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Unless they're trying to frame him. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Oh, there are several things I would like to say. Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Let's press the two where he talks about Max. Actually, yeah, if he was the only one heading that way, that can't be right, because the ringleader would have to have gone that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pass him on that.
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right! And that makes him the killer! There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this?
Ben only saw Max.
Yeah.
He should have. Yeah, he should have seen
So-
Russell Berry.
Yeah. That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen?
Fucking Russell Berry.
That's the victim! That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Aha!
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness said, at the scene of the crime?
Ah! I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't have to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Yes. Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick, wasn't Ben the one that got knocked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Why did you go back to the plaza entrance?
Yeah. I guess we'll press that then.
Because that doesn't make sense. Why would you go back to the plaza entrance?
Then let's hold it.
Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the Vidness.
Good thunker! As my teachers always said I was.
I'm sure you are a good thunker. Press? No, we already pressed.
We're gonna press that one.
Yeah. Okay.
That one.
Yeah, press that.
Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece get-up?
Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now.
Sail cat! Cloak! White roses!
Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions.
But no. I don't need to.
How about we press the last one then? Maybe... Like, why would he stay there?
Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it?
Huh? I think it was around... I'd say a bit after 10:30 PM, I think.
Practice ended at 10 PM, so... You hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
What?
Trilo wasn't there.
He was, though.
When did Max hide him?
True.
When did Max hide Trilo?
Hmm.
So Ben might have been there.
Hmm.
Trilo wasn't.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find it out. Anyway, let's keep going. Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe we just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone?
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories.
Oh my god. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
It's Regina.
Well, if you were waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
What?
Whoa!
Yeah, he blew up. Thank you. The end. No more Trilo.
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. It's the ring.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to propose.
Am I mistaken? Is this true?
Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, well, well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. And he spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene. Ow!
There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Pain! Don't volunteer things.
I'm sorry. I remember that was Cyberman.
Pain. Yeah. Let's just turn that down.
Turn that off.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think humans have a monopoly on marriage?
That matter. Puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge! I mean, look at your horrible outfit!
More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Here we go.
About the proposal.
Don't be surprised I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her.
Monkey's okay.
Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
Don't know, because I have it.
You were going to propose, you, a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppy doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Gross.
Exactly.
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now.
Yeah, you're fucking right.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. The judge sighed.
Hey. What was with that sigh at the end? Okay, here we go. Well, I guess we better find out what it is he was going to give her. Yep.
Press that one?
Yep, let's press it. What are you giving her?
What was it exactly you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was going to give her, Numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What was it?
A ring.
You're going to die when you hear this. It's the engagement ring.
Engagement.
Ring? Wow, those two really fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
My sister's ring looks like it's about to lash out to almost anything. When you have nothing, will probably shut someone up for a long time. Push on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time a puppet has ever proposed to a human. Ow!
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do love sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
He's got a point.
No need to press that. We established it now. No.
Okay,
No.
that's fine.
Then what's this in my pocket?
Present
Yeah.
the ring.
Yeah, is this your ring?
Trilo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief!
Dead of Gollum, Jesus Christ.
Hey, I didn't do the voice, so be thankful.
I know, but just... Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? What's going on here?
That's... Ben, say something!
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo.
I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him!
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent... What?
Fiats?
Huh?
Oh.
In my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey. In every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny. Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was that time. You know, that night. The night of the crime. What did you just say?
Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ah! Yeah! Oh!
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever! Has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder!
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing! Not I, Mr. Trilo Quist!
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did! I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money!
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all that slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault! While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away!
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Here's a flaw.
Princess Maria's flaw. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
it was interesting, Mr. Wright.
Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Objection! Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Diligent?
Vigilant, sorry. Goodness me, my words are going away. Words are failing me.
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! I've told you so many times. You think you know my story's not changing.
You already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Oh yes. Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah!
Hang on then.
I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him. He didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
Someone's framing him.
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. Sorry.
Sorry.
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about... Let me punch this guy a minute.
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Doesn't something strike you as odd? Doesn't something strike you as odd, though, about that testimony? Just go...
He said good evening to Max, and Max didn't respond.
Why would he say good evening to a guy he hates?
Exactly.
I'm glad that you picked up on the bit that was weird, the fact that, well, Max obviously, yeah, he's snooty, he probably wouldn't even deign to give him an answer to some extent.
Why would they
Bother
to greet Max?
after he smacked him in the head that morning. It's just rude. It's like, why would you go,
Oh, good evening, Max.
and expect an answer after being smacked in the head? So let's press it.
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night.
No, good night, sir. Bye.
What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trina.
Mr. Quiz, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's got to be something wrong with this testimony. Trilo's evening greeting.
It's the greeting, literally.
Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How's it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers?
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow, that hurts!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping
I
next time.
do, you rotten bitch!
Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
Oh my fucking god. There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. And how do I go about proving that with the evidence? The bottle!
Bluffing is everything in this world, and I'm sure you've already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony.
Let's do it.
Am I right in that one?
Yeah.
Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is this an admission of assault and battery?
Yes! Arrest Franziska for it. She does it all the time.
Ouch!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of that crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Are you saying this witness is lying?
Yes!
That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
Yes!
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
Embellish the truth. That is enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He saw a different person.
It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one.
Well, yeah, we haven't been penalised.
Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he puts it.
What in the world?
Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trilo saw that evening then?
It was the victim.
Yeah, it was the ringmaster.
Well, he hates the clown. He's in love with Regina. He wouldn't just go, "Oh, good evening," as a passing remark.
Yeah.
He's the only one who would say it.
Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet. Must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
Bad! Bad, Your Honour!
No, Your Honour. It is not Regina. If it were Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order! Order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man.
Why would you think that?
I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols.
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ah! Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and the white roses.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma! Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes. I think we finally won a point in this one.
that is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
You mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but
But...
who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh? Did you forget the clown?
Your Honour, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
Oy vey. Oh. Well, let's save this shit. Of course, it's the unlucky episode where it had to be all about the fucking engagement shit again. Alright, so evidently that's the first part of the trial, so we're going to leave that here for this episode. We'll see you after the recess. Thank you all for watching this latest addition to our growing collection of varying games and reviews, just videos in general. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Please leave a like and a comment in the comments section down below. We love hearing what you think. If you have any recommendations for either games to play or material to review, let us know in the comments and we'll do our best to get to them when we can.
If you like our content, subscribe to see more. Check out our playlists if you are looking for something new or worried you've missed an episode. Click on the recommended video appearing on the screen if you want to see more of us right now. You won't regret it, we swear. Subscribe to our Patreon to become one of our lovely beans today. However, if that is too expensive for you at this time, please consider a one-off donation on our Ko-fi. Help a poor T-wench today.
And with that, Lime out.
Dragon out.
Bye!